We're in Mallorca on what for us is a fairly rare package holiday. Since the last of the kids moved out of home a few years ago, me and Anna have travelled a lot, and most of our travel has involved activities and doing things. We've done city breaks, we've done Disney stuff, we've done cruises, we've done adventures. What we haven't done a lot of is what we're doing on this trip, which is just kind of hanging out somewhere really nice. As you can see, we're right next to the sea. We've got a lovely pool down there. We're on an all-inclusive trip, and we're just having a little bit of a rest and a recharge. And because of that, unlike on previous trips, I'm not going to be doing like a daily vlog while we're here. I'm not going to be showing you what we get up to every day, sort of, because I kind of am going to show you what we've been getting up to every day in this one video. This is going to be a kind of typical day in an all-inclusive package holiday trip for me and Anna. If you're feeling disappointed that you're not getting a daily series off the back of this trip, I suggest you just watch this one 7 times, because this is pretty much what we've done every day since we've been here. I think we're 4 or 5 days into our trip now, and what we expect to do every day for the rest of the trip. So we've just got up. As you can see, it is a beautiful day here in Mallorca. We are right at the edge of the sea, which I have been in every day, which I will be in later in this video. We are going to do a separate video, which you might have already seen at this point, giving you a tour of the hotel and the resort. But this is not about that. This is about what we're getting up to. And what we're getting up to now at 8:30 in the morning is we're going to go down and have a lovely buffet breakfast. And I'll meet you there. One thing we're not going to do, because we're not monsters, is head down there before breakfast and claim a lounger, even though there are some in some lovely spots. These ones looking out at the sea there, the front row ones, by the time me and Anna get down there, are always claimed, but we just choose to follow the rules. So we'll see what's available when we get down there about 10 o'clock, once we've had our breakfast and got ready. But yeah, there's an awful lot of towels already on loungers down there, in a world where there's only one person anywhere near the pool and no one else moving down there. Because it's an adults only resort, it's not as bad as it can be on some resorts, because obviously each couple is only claiming 2 rather than 5 that their kids won't sit on all day. But it is still mildly frustrating that you get people who claim the lounger from like 7 o'clock in the morning and then will come and sit on it for 20 minutes in the middle of the afternoon and then just leave their towel there for the rest of the day as well. I want one right next to the sea. It is surprisingly quiet in here this morning. This is only half of the buffet. It goes all the way back up there as well. But we might have finally found the right time to come down at 8:53. Because normally it's a massive queue. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Breakfast complete. We're now in the smallest lift in the hotel that only fits 2 people in. And once the door opens, you have to push open this additional door.
Watch it.
Because the door is from the distant past. But now our job is get our trunks on and go and get moist. I know this video is advertised as we're doing exactly the same things as we do every day, but that's not quite true, because today at 4 minutes past 10 it's only 21 degrees, whereas 2 days ago it was like 28 degrees at this time. The significant difference that makes is twofold. Significant difference number 1, we've been able to get sun loungers right next to the sea, which we haven't been able to do any other day because it's been so busy, because people have been desperate to get out into the hot sun. Whereas this morning, I would say 70% of the lounges are not being used. Certainly being able to get these best ones at 10 o'clock is unheard of, and it does mean that if I decide to go into the sea down there, which I do most days, Anna can choose to come in with me, or she can choose to watch from here and supervise me to make sure that I don't die. The other significant change from other days is because it's only 20 degrees currently, we're not going straight in the pool like we normally do because we want to cool off. We're going to wait for it to warm up a little bit, because getting into, because the pool is not heated, so getting into an unheated pool when it's only 20 degrees does not sound like my idea of a good time. So we're going to lounge on the loungers for a bit. One other thing to note as well is obviously we each have a towel that accurately represents our own personalities. One of us is quite the giraffe fan, and one of us loves sharks. I'll let you work out which one was which, and see if you can guess in the comments which one of us actually bought both of those towels because they knew the other one would love the one that was purchased for them. The next big question, of course, is as somebody who doesn't drink alcohol, we need to work out how many Pepsi Maxes I can drink in one day to get my money's worth on an all-inclusive. This is number 1 at 11 minutes past 10. Okay, this hasn't happened every day. A boat has just turned up that has a man on the top of it playing a saxophone. This is new today. And is bonkers, and quite loud. Because I'm not allergic to saxophone, there's no getting away from it. Okay, I feel like I may have set myself up for this with the intro to this video, but it is now raining. This is new. What we have been using all week to protect us from the sun, we are now hiding under so we don't get soaked.
So many other people.
Yeah. We
don't want to go in.
We're British, we're on holiday, we've only got a couple of days left. We are not going in. We are going to sit next to the sea.
And enjoy it.
Yeah, and I am going to go in that pool, and I am going to keep drinking my Pepsi Maxes and reading my book, but I am not amused that it's... I mean, it's cool enough that I would happily put a hoodie on.
Oh,
Never mind keeping my shirt on.
It's...
And yeah, we're gonna stay out here, and I'm gonna get in that sea. Not right now. I might let it be a little less choppy, because it's yeah, quite choppy currently. And I don't know if it's thunder I can hear, or just loads of people rolling their bins up and down the driveway, because they sound similar. But there's definitely those kind of noises happening. Well, huzzah, the weather has stopped weathering. It's still not bright sunshine, but it is warm enough to have very quickly dried the ground. So I think a little later than advertised, at 11:43, it's time for a swim. But first, number 2 at 11:48 a.m. And if you want to get into the Christmas spirit, they are now serving Bailey's coffees down at the pool bar, which is quite the combination. Bailey's coffee by the pool in what is now turning into another warm sunny day. I mean, back when I used to drink alcohol, I did like a Bailey's coffee. Oh, noodle me! I'm in! We decided to come in the sea. We decided to come in the sea because it's less weird being in the sea with the camera than it would be in the pool. There we go. Now we're both in. We have invested in a second noodle. Anna had been hogging the noodle
I have not been
up
hogging
until
it,
this
it
point.
is mine.
So I purchased myself a noodle this morning, which I'm now using as a lovely chair. So yeah, it's weirdly warmer in the sea than it is in the pool. I guess larger body of water takes longer to change temperature if we're doing science. Shall we see if there's any fish? I've not got my snorkel with me, so I can't look at the fish, but you can look at the fish. Were there any fish today? We are actually being pulled out that way quite viciously compared to previous days. We might need to just be a little bit careful about where we end up getting dragged. Important piece of Mallorca trivia as well. Apparently, that villa on the top of that cliff there is Simon Cowell's villa and was featured in the Judge's House sections in X Factor many times. There's a possibility, and I've not looked at any of the facts, so it could all be nonsense. There's a possibility that I'm currently about 100 yards away from where One Direction formed. Apparently there's lots of sea urchins against the wall, so we're going to have a look against the wall, but not touch the wall, because I do have an anti-urchin policy. And just in case as well, it's not been clear from when we were up there just how close to the hotel we are. That's the steps there, and then that is our umbrella there where we were sitting before. Right on the edge. Look how far from the beach we are. In all my years swimming in the sea, and I am very much a sea swimming kind of chap, I've never been this far away from the beach before. It would normally be terrifying. Which is why it's so cool that the hotel and the steps are right behind us here. So we can be out in the deep bits, which is, as you can see, populated by females. Swim complete, with it only being like 20 degrees today. You don't immediately get dry and warm when you get out though, so it is a smidgen chilly, sat here waiting to drip dry in the wind. I'm trying to dry in the wind today rather than the sun. Morning activities complete. We were heading back to the room to get changed for lunch, but the cleaner's in there at the moment, so we've just changed my spectacles. Anna has changed into a dress in the corridor, and we are now heading down for some lunch. And we're now going to go and have some delicious lunch with our pool bag, and I'm wearing my swimming trunks, and it'll be fine. So we have a large salad bar, chickpea area, some leftover sushi from last night, which is alarming. Oh, and it's rib day. That will do me. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So, pizza, ribs, chips, various veg, roast pork and gravy. Only on holiday do you get a plate like that. Lunch consumed, much kerfuffle later, but we have made it back down to the thing. It's like an hour and a half since we left. I don't know how it takes us so long. We haven't even been back to our room because it was being cleaned, but I have my after lunch coffee. We'll get this consumed, and then I'm getting wet again, either in there or the pool is now busy, because all of a sudden it is now a lovely sunny day. The rain from this morning is long gone. Well, I think I need to make an apology to anybody who's on holiday in Mallorca at the moment, because I think this might be my fault when I started this video saying, this is just going to be exactly the same as every other day we've been here. Just play this from 7 times. Past Kev is such a jerk sometimes. It's cold, it's been raining, it's windy, we want coats. They're putting all the umbrellas down. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Everybody is abandoned, sitting down there by the sea. There's nobody in the pool. It's a rubbish day. This is not like any of the other days have been. But yeah. Fingers crossed, it will pass. My watch still tells me there's no chance of rain today, even though we've sat out in it for half an hour. Annoyingly, the only time there was a nice sunny weather outside was the hour and a half we were inside when we went for lunch and I went off to make a TikTok. So yeah, ideal. It is 3:42 in the afternoon. Dinner doesn't open till 7. The bars and stuff don't open till 7. There is nothing, if you haven't seen the video where we tour the resort yet, I haven't made it yet, but I assume future Kev is going to show you that there isn't really anything else around this area. There's hotels all around this little bay. There's a couple of spa shops down the road, like little corner shops that were supermarket things. But aside from that, there is, I think, 1 pub, the 3 supermarkets and a bus stop. Deliberately, nice little quiet area, not in the middle of the resort. Magaluf is just down the road. We didn't want to go to Magaluf. But yeah, I guess we might have a siesta. I might read my book. I might play on my Switch. I suspect one of us will definitely have a nap because she likes to nap. And I'll find a way to keep myself entertained for the next few hours until we can go down and have dinner and then play cards, because we have played every night we've been here. We've played crazy 8s. We are crazy 8s pros. Everyone, I'll show you it later tonight, but when we're down in the cave bar, everyone, because it's an adults only resort, there's no kids running around, there's no disco. It's just a load of people drinking their all-inclusive cocktails, playing card games on their own little tables where everyone's brought their deck of cards with them. So it's cool. It's like being on a cruise. Well, believe it or not, she did a big sleep, as expected. It is now 7:45, and we're going to go down and have some dinner, and I am armed with cards. And tonight is the night that I am going to beat her at Crazy Eights and be the official Mallorca World Champion, Crazy Eights champion for 2025. But first, dinner. Well, I think this is our 5th night here, and this is the first time we've had to queue to get into the restaurant, but then there's no queue in here to actually pick up the food, so I think they've changed their system. This is what I've got. It's tapas night. So it's just basically a whole load of Spanish pick and mix, which is my idea of a good time. I think Anna's just going to have cucumber and chips because this is not a night for her at all. Dinner complete, and then we move on to an ongoing issue that I have with Spanish hotels and have had for many, many years, and that is they never serve coffee in the restaurant any time other than breakfast. So I have to come out here, go to a bar, not the bar we're going to go to later, different bar, and then come and hang outside with the smokers to drink my after dinner drink while Anna goes and finds us a table in the bar we're actually going to that doesn't serve coffee either. Because if we delay, we won't get a table in there. So yeah, I have to be an outcast and drink my coffee with the other addicts. And if Anna wants me awake to play cards for the next hour or so, I mean, it is only 8:30, but I got to have me a coffee. I have to have a coffee after every meal. 'Tis the rules. Coffee consumed, and this is one of my favourite things about this hotel, where the evening entertainment happens. We have this awesome cave bar where, as the name suggests, it is a bar that is a cave cut out of the side of the cliff, presumably cut out. I don't think this is a natural cave formation with a bar at the end. And they do bingo and whatnot in here. But most importantly, I can lay down a challenge. Cards. The other reason this is one of my favourite places on this holiday, not just because it is a cool cave, as you can see behind me, but because when I'm sitting here playing cards with Anna, drinking my 8th Pepsi Max of the day, I look out there and feel like I'm on the Pirates of the Caribbean ride at Disneyland, because I'm in a cave and I can just see little bits of light on all of those apartments and buildings and hotel rooms and stuff over there, and the water in between us and that, and all the palm trees, and it just feels like I'm on the ride. So I enjoy that very much. Can we go to Disneyland? We haven't been for ages. And with that, I'm very happy to declare myself as the world champion of Crazy Eights once again. Anna is now getting changed, so there's no way for her to come on and dispute that because she's already taken off her dress. So she's actually going to come out in just her brassiere, it seems. I'm the world champion of Crazy Eights.
You're a liar, because I won 7, you won 3.
I won the last one though, and it's like boxing rules, so I'm the current reigning world champion. Another shot that makes me feel like I'm in the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. We've got all the cool lights over there, the water in front of us. You know what I mean, right? It feels very Pirates of the Caribbean-y, but I worry that there's been elements of this video where it seemed like we're having a little bit of a moan about the hotel, the holiday in general. We're not. We're having a lovely time. Obviously, we've not had the best of the 7 days today because it's been a little bit rainy and dinner wasn't as good as it has been and the queues were a little bit longer. But on the whole, it has been a jolly nice experience. And fingers crossed we get some better weather again today. Tomorrow is our last full day, but our flight home isn't until like 9 o'clock at night on Thursday as well. So we are hoping for a late checkout on the last day, but we have to go down before breakfast and ask if we can have a late checkout. If we can secure that late checkout, we'll be able to keep our room until 6 o'clock. So literally when our coach transfer arrives, it will be like an extra bonus day of holiday. If we have to be out of our room at 11 o'clock in the morning on the last day, the last day is going to be less excellent. So I guess we shall see. But yeah, I think we're going to wrap things up there. There's nobody on the beach now. We still haven't been on the beach. We've been in the sea every day, haven't touched a grain of sand since we've been in Mallorca, which I class as a bonus. Love swimming in the sea, hate getting sandy. So that's jolly good. But if you have enjoyed this video, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for us. Subscribe to the channel for whatever travel shenanigans and adventures we get up to next, as well as plenty of me sitting at my desk videos. And thank you very much for watching.